Hey all! Amanda here with your sneak peek prediction video for episode 3 of Qualifiers for American Ninja Warrior Season 13. Tonight's episode will be airing 1 hour later in some areas, so check local listings for details, but that's not the only change you can expect to see episode 3. We're getting 2 more brand new events on the 6 obstacle qualifying course with the return of some new to the season obstacles as well. Again, I am not affiliated with the show, so there's a good chance I could be wrong, but if so, I'll try to bring you all the corrections in the next recap video. I just read the articles and follow along as best I can behind the scenes, just like any other fan, so please bear with me and take these prediction videos with a grain of salt. They're only for fun anyway. That being said, here's what the course should look like tonight. We start again with the shrinking steps, where athletes run up 5 steps, angled upwards, that decrease in size as the gap between them gets larger. They then jump out to a rope that they must swing onto the landing platform. Next is the return of overpass, which made its debut in episode 1. Ninjas jump up to grab the first of 3 stationary bars that they must cross from underneath. However, when the athlete grabs the first bar, the weight releases a trolley with a 4th bar attached, which starts to roll down a track above the competitor. When the ninja gets to the 3rd bar, they must jump out to catch the bar on the trolley and ride down the track before jumping to a small gap and catching a 5th bar on a shorter track and riding that bar down to the landing platform. However, if the competitor should miss grabbing the bar on the trolley in motion, they then must lasso 9 feet to the bar after it locks into place ahead of them. It may seem that you are not allowed to leave a hand on the last bar while grabbing the trolley bar with the other. This was something I read in the description of the obstacle, but I did not hear anyone on the show advise us of that. I wonder if this will become an issue later in the season. Next for episode 3 split decision, athletes are faced with the choice of running across the top of 5 narrow boards that they must hit evenly, or run the risk of having the boards topple in a domino effect, or can run across a spinning log where they must jump a divider in the middle and keep going to the landing. Either choice could be a season ender. You know how nervous balance obstacles make me. Next, in our first new event of the night, we have what may be being called the air surfer. Athletes hang from 2 handles attached to the bottom of a flat board, which rests on the first of 4 step-shaped landings. Ninjas must jump the board to the edge of each step before jumping the entire board to the next step. The steps are gapped and descend downwards as athletes cross. This looks really tough, and I know this event is going to take out a lot of competitors. And the next all-new event may be called the pretzel twist, and at the time of recording, I still have no idea what to expect. I don't think we have seen any pictures of the event. Well, nothing official anyway, but I did notice 2 pictures that may be it. A promo picture was released of a young-looking ninja that I do not think I recognize. He's on an obstacle that I do not recall seeing, which looks like there are broken steering wheels on pendulum-moving poles. I have a feeling the poles will swing back and forth, with the wheels moving from side to side, twisting the competitors in pretzel-like motions. There was also another picture I saw which could have been a clue. Well, not really a picture, more like a blueprint. Obstacle designer Kevin Breeke had his run digested last week, but at the start of his run, he held up a blueprint for what looked like a new obstacle, or maybe an old one I didn't recognize. But from what I could make out, it looks like a series of 4 plexiglass boards, the first vertical, the second horizontal, and the last 2 vertical. Maybe the walls move, and the ninjas must twist and turn to stay on top of the doors as they cross. I have no idea, but the design was twisty, so I wanted to at least mention it. I'm expecting this event to be one which athletes hang in the air from something as they cross, and something that is going to force them to contort their bodies along the way. I can't wait to see what it really looks like, and if anyone is able to make it through. If anyone knows for sure what the pretzel twist will be, or if you want to throw out some theories, this is the place to do it. And again, we end where ninjas are given the choice to try once to scale the 18-foot mega wall for a chance to win $10,000, or try the regular 14.5-foot warped wall. If ninjas fail their only attempt to climb the mega wall, they still get 2 chances to climb the regular wall. The top 30 advance to the semifinals, and if 5 women are not in that top 30, the 5 fastest women will advance. Last week, for the first time ever, all 5 women to advance to the semis made it to the top 30 leaderboard, and we saw no women's board results. This has been my whole issue with the separate women's board to begin with. If we had 5 women in the top 30, why couldn't we have taken the next 5 fastest women to advance too? If the 5 women that appeared in the top 30 also appeared on the women's board, then they would be taking 5 positions from the men, as well as 5 other women's spots. I don't mind if they want to make a separate leaderboard for the women, I just need it to make sense. As for the athletes set to run tonight, I was unable to confirm as many names as I had hoped for episode 3, but some names I have seen make me question who else may appear complementary to those already announced. Like Brett Sims. Won a few obstacle design winners for the show. I believe this is his 10th season, though he has competed on Suzuki Vietnam Season 2 as well. For the last few years, Brett has challenged friend and fellow ninja Ryan Stratus to a battle of the beards. Whoever goes out earliest in the season must shave their beard, which usually includes some kind of embarrassing twist thrown in by the winner. Ryan has always been one of my favorite ninjas, and is one of the 4 OG ninjas left in the series, having appeared in every season of the show. If Ryan runs tonight, I expect him to hit a buzzer. Brett's wife Grace is also a ninja who made her debut in Season 7. If she runs tonight, this will be her 6th year at least, though she competed in Suzuki Vietnam Season 2 as well. I do not know for sure if she will run tonight, or at all this season, but I do expect to see her on the sidelines, cheering on both athletes, if both runs happen tonight. AMIR MALIK, a stunning rookie who debuted last year, is back, and I expect him to rip up the course tonight. I could even see him making it all the way to Vegas. He was invited by Decake Ninja David Wright, who has been confirmed to be returning. I just don't know what night he'll be running on for sure. This will be David's 3rd season, and I can see him hitting a buzzer whatever night he runs. Their other partner last year was CARSON, who had his run digested, though it would have been his 6th season. If he returns this season, it'll make it 7. Again, only AMIR has been confirmed to run episode 3, but I would not be surprised if the show kept this incredible team together. Grant McCartney runs tonight, and I wouldn't be surprised if we heard more about his new hosting responsibilities on the American Ninja Warrior on Snapchat companion show. I expect skits and antics from Grant, but it's hard to picture him without his friends dancing on the sidelines with him. I do know the Eskimo Ninja Nick Hansen has been invited back this season. I would not be surprised to see him run tonight, although that is speculation on my part, which is really the best part of making these videos, the theorizing. Nick missed out on advancing to the semifinals last year, but traded in a fast time by going for the Mega Wall and making it, winning $10,000. I wonder if he'll do it again this year. And with the top 30 advancing this year, he should have plenty of time to do both. But perhaps Grant's most famous partner in crime is one of the fastest ninjas in the show. I wondered why Jake Murray did not run episode 2 when he was cheering on his protege Caden Ledsack, as Joe Morosky ran the same night as his protege Xavier Danzler, unless they're waiting to pair Jake up again with Caden in a Power Tower showdown for a safety pass in the semis. Whenever Jake runs, I expect great things for him. I can not only see a top time and buzzer for Jake, but maybe he can even figure out a new twist on completing a new obstacle. He is so fast, sometimes he has to improvise mid-action. Look for fun runs from all 3 of these athletes whenever they run. As for other confirmed runs tonight, we have Max Feinberg, a teen making his debut tonight, but who is not new to running ninja courses. Max was on the premiere of American Ninja Warrior Jr., where he was the semi-finalist, as well as taking part in numerous other ninja-based competitions. Max teamed up with other ninjas to form Bucket of Chalk, an organization that provides financial support to our younger athletes. Look for great things from this young man. The ninja maker Kevin Carbone returns for his 4th season, and I will be cheering for him to advance. A very likable ninja, Kevin created the Always Tough Wingnuts, which debuted in Season 9, the same year he did. Kevin seems like he was a super fan before he debuted, and looks very natural on the course. This should be an enjoyable run, barring nothing goes wrong. Michelle Warnke Burma has decided to come back for at least 1 more year, and I couldn't be happier. Last year, she considered retirement for a while in pursuit of starting a family, but she had such a heartbreakingly early exit that I could not stand the thought of that being her final run. She was the 2nd woman in American Ninja Warrior history to scale a warped wall, and one of the Fantastic Four, the first time 4 women advanced to the city finals. My fingers will be crossed for her the entire run. BOOTIE COTHRAN is a media coordinator who will be returning tonight for his 8th season. He made my mom crack up 2 years ago when he did the floss during his promo. I feel bad to say it, but BOOTIE is usually a kickoff competitor or a curtain jerker, meaning he's usually the first run of the night. That can be taken 2 ways. BOOTIE is always a fun run to watch and usually puts viewers in a pretty good mood, so it makes sense to start a show that way. However, better runs usually get saved for later in the night, so... Then again, this is American Ninja Warrior, and we all know anything can happen here. I would like to see him do well in advance. Charity LeBlanc, the Mermaid Ninja, returns for her third season. I vaguely remember her from season 10, when she went out on the fourth obstacle, and her run was digested season 11, when she went out on the third obstacle, the balance obstacle. She was featured in the sneak peek run, which I did watch, but only to try to see the new events coming up this episode. I will not comment on her run, nor make any predictions, as I already know some of the results. I did see Jessica HELMER, the rabbit rescue advocate, who is Charity's training partner, on the sidelines. Jessica was invited to join last season by, I believe, Rue Yori to raise awareness for rabbit rescue. I would not be surprised to see her run tonight either, and I hope she does well. I also found a picture for Brett Hernandez-Strong promoting his run tonight. I wasn't able to find out much about this young athlete, but I'm assuming he's making his debut tonight. The pictures show he is a baseball player, and I may have found a YouTube video of him applying for a healthy living grant as he fights through asthma to train for ninja competition. Look for an inspiring story for him, if I found the right guy. I also found a picture of someone on the spinning log. He may be a rookie, but if anyone out there knows who he is, please let us know. I personally do not recognize this athlete. I also found a picture of this ninja, who does look familiar, but at the time of recording, I cannot place his name. I think he's been around for a few seasons, and he may hang out with Kevin Carbone or Tyler Gillette, but I just cannot place him. This picture was not in the main preview for episode 3, but it was in a promo mentioning the time change for tonight's show. I have a feeling this is just a picture from a previous season, but I wonder if this is a kind of foreshadowing. And my favorite ninja, stuntman Flip Rodriguez, has been being highlighted as he just recently opened up to teens on the fightchildabuse.org website, where he opened up with his own past abuse at the hands of a family member. He was confirmed to have been invited back, making this his 10th year competing, in which he made it to the national finals 7 of those times. I cannot confirm that he is running tonight, but you know that whenever he runs, I will be cheering my loudest. Flip is my absolute favorite, and I tend to hold my breath when he runs. I hope he hits every buzzer this season has to offer and goes all the way this year. He's such an incredible competitor, and I don't know if it's the pressure or the push for speed, but it's always a freak slip-up that takes him out. I wish him nothing but luck every time he runs, and maybe season 13 will be his lucky season. So, that's all I know at this point. I think there have been more theories than facts for this prediction video, but that's what it's all about. I'm sure it's going to be another thrilling episode, whomever runs, and I'm just as excited about this year's rookies as I am about our returning veterans, which is not usually the case with me. This year has been setting a high standard in competition, and I can't wait to see what's next. Episode 3 may be being pushed back by an hour in some areas, so check local listings for details, and then remember to come back shortly after airing for a complete recap of all the outcomes for the third night of qualifiers of American Ninja Warrior Season 13. And until then, enjoy the show!